So I'm in Salina, Kansas right now, and I grew up coming here from California to see my grandparents. You see, both sets of my grandparents live just blocks apart from each other. And we would come and we'd walk between the houses and see them and just had such a great time. But there was one occasion when I was about 15, 16 years old. I remember making this walk, and it turned into the walk that ruined my day. But it changed my life. Let me tell you why. You see, as I entered this intersection right here, a gentleman was approaching me from my right, an older man I'd never seen before, right here on this sidewalk. And as I got to the intersection right here, he stopped and said, "Hey, how are you? Hi." That's a friendly gesture. I said, "Hi, how are you? I'm doing fine." And he said, "How do you know you're doing fine?" And it was in that moment that I heard the Holy Spirit tell me, "Tell that man why you're doing fine. Tell him that you have hope because of Jesus." But you know what happened? I didn't do it. And I kept on walking. And as I kept walking across the street, he said, "Hey," one more time. And he looked me right in the eyes and he pointed at me. And he said, "Don't you know that it's in 1 Peter that it says you are always to be prepared to give an account for the hope that's within you?" That leveled me. How did this man know? How did this man know that I had Jesus in my life? How did he know that I heard the voice of God tell me to tell him why I'm doing fine? And he walked off. He walked down the street. I never saw him again. And it ruined my day, but it changed my life. And here's why. It's because every time that God presents me with an opportunity to share the hope that's in me, to talk about Jesus, that story comes to mind. And I can't help believe that that man was not just a neighbor, was not just a gentleman walking through the neighborhood, but he was an angel. I believe that. He was an angel sent from God because he knew my heart. He knew who I was. He knew that God was speaking to me. And as I described the gentleman to my parents, to my grandparents, none of them even recognized the description in this small little community. That was the day that changed my life. It ruined my day, but it changed my life. Right here on the corner of Highland and Wilson Street in Salina, Kansas. I'm so thankful for that day.